Igbo Area TV on the Igbo.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Before we go one step further, hit the subscribe, like the video and share it now. The truth about Biafran War has been hidden for over 30 years. Together we can force the conversation and honor the children who never grew up to tell their own stories. Look into those eyes, hollow from hunger, swollen from kwashiorkor. Now listen to this voice.
But then, of course, the people in the southeast felt that that was the clearest indication to them that they were no longer wanted in the union that was Nigeria. They then broke away. And of course, after that came the horror of the Civil War, because you went out to bring them back, to forcibly bring them back. That Civil War happened under your watch. As you look back at that period with the benefit of hindsight, could that conflict that claimed millions of lives have been prevented?
Yes, I think I have said that if the East does not break up from Nigeria, yes, and that was what I kept on saying. Why people say that they want to say no, I have a responsibility, to keep Nigeria, Nigeria, and as far as I'm concerned, that is my duty, and I won't. But if the situation gets to this stage, when I have to choose between allowing the breakup, or happy to stop it physically, I know where my responsibility is because of my loyalty, love and loyalty to the country.
Indeed, and many, but there were attempts. Sorry, go ahead.
So let me just say,
Sure.
and the question of the billions of people that we say between, right from the beginning, if I made sure that it is not a war against the Igbos, as such, but it is in order to stop the breaking up of Nigeria. Right? Yes, and so what I did, I get a code of conduct. How the operations was to go, etc. And we are not fighting the people. Make sure that we protect them, protect the women, and children, and you will only take up arms against those who take up arms against you. And honestly, and with the instruction that anything that was done against the population that is not correct would be dealt with, and it is that was done, and it is not millions of people. Now, we tried to send leaflets people to be sure that honestly it is not fight against them, but we had to stop the government, the union, what we have, and even they should not for me to talk. That of course, when the names that I was called at that time, also before. The vandal, the whatever it is, there was no name that I was.
It was called propaganda of war.
Okay, accepted. We used to say, please don't move, don't run away. But of course, they used to tell black people they should run away from those vendors, from those horrible leadership that is going to treat them. And that is how a lot of people lost their lives. And then when we try to say the question of feeding, feeding the people, for example, we used to allow aid to come, but we say let it come to Nigeria and let it be inspected by international people, so that there is no question of weaponry the dry smarts might do. And but the other side refuses. So what can you do? We also arrange for the food to be able to be taken in by road and etc. That of course, the other side will jibble. You say no because of other work. Nigeria is going to poison the food. Whether we are afraid of weapons being in there, but of Nigeria will be poisoning the food, and so they will say no to but and in the end, really a lot of people, it is not from any people killed by gunshots. Right. But all the palm trees that I saw when I went to that part of the country, and I saw all those black spots on trees, palm trees, etc. And I was wondering what sort of disease is this on those trees. And someone said, no, those are bullet marks. So most of the bullets were more on the on those trees.
Not on people.
Not completely.
Not in millions. Really. Red Cross, UNICEF, Medicine Sans Frontiers, they all reported up to 3 million deaths recorded 1967 and 1970. Mostly women and children. General Gowon now calls that a lie. Can you imagine? Independent reports say up to 3 million people died. That's like the entire population of Abia State wiped out. British Parliament record at the time called it genocide level famine. Gowon blames Biafra for refusing aid. Hey! Yes, Biafra wanted neutral corridors. Who wouldn't during war? But Nigeria sealed the ports, bombed airstrips, and even shot at Red Cross planes. Nigeria shot at Red Cross planes. Bernard Kouchner, the founder of Doctors Without Borders, called it Nigeria's silent bomb. Gowon claims he gave a code of conduct to soldiers. But who enforced it? Federal troops massacred civilians in Asaba, shelled market in Onitsha, raped women in Enugu, and no one was punished. A code not enforced is a cover-up. He says it wasn't an anti-Igbo war. But months before secession, over 30,000 Igbos were slaughtered in northern Nigeria. The same army that stood by then came back to protect us. Can you trust that? Now in 2025, Peter Obi praises Gowon as a patriot. Why? Because Peter Obi wants to be president. Enugu and Ebonyi governors also stay silent while their people suffered Fulani attacks. Why? Because they want second term in office. In Nigeria, truth bows down to ambition. Other countries faced their past. South Africa had the Truth Commission. Rwanda had Gakaka courts. Nigeria, nothing. It is time for the war files to be opened. It is time for a real truth commission. It's time for memories to be built and justice to be done. History heals when lies die. History heals when lies die. If we stay silent, the next victim of political convenience could be you or me. So share this video. Tag your leaders. Let the spirit of Biafra's lost children finally rest. This documentary is based on publicly available reports, eyewitnesses' testimonies, and respected scholarly sources. It is not intended to incite ethnic hatred or political unrest, but to promote truth, justice, and reconciliation. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and explore multiple viewpoints. Thanks for watching. I'm Azuka OJ. Please make sure you subscribe, share this video widely. Bye-bye for now.